Hello everyone, welcome back to AI War 2 Sage Against the Machines. Just to review where we are, we established our forward point here in Anvil, separating the two AIs, but there's a lot of territory in here we haven't yet gotten into. So that's next on our agenda. We want to knock out as many of the CPA bunkers as possible. We also want to get to the coprocessors, and before that even, these Spire archives, which are just in range. There's a lot of work to do before we want to actually capture any more territory. In keeping with that, I want to spend some science here. I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to get the artillery here. I think that's probably our best weapons upgrade at this point. 4 pretty good ship lines that are going to benefit. And then I'm going to take some ships away from our defensive fleet. To slightly compensate for that, I'm going to do one upgrade there to the outguard. Probably the only one I will buy, but that will help them be a little bit more effective. And then one of the ships we just upgraded was the Brawler frigate, so I want to pull them forward. I think they're much better on the attack, pushing enemies away from your main body of ships as opposed to pushing them away from your turrets for defensive fleet, but it is going to leave our defensive fleet pretty weak. So it's sort of a trade-off there. And then we want to kick out this Phoenix from Anvil. It looks like it's going to run before we can destroy it. Yep. We'll clear out the rest of this mess. And we actually have one support fleet that's stuck back in Texarkana. So I want to go help out with that as soon as this is clear. Okay. Get everybody loaded up.
Yes, sir.
And bring you back in here.
Very good, sir.
Where there are problems. And then I want you to path through this way. Okay, well, we'll be back there in a minute to help deal with that. Couple more CPA bunkers spawning. Half an hour till our next one from the Turtle AI is going to start. But the one there on Funky Horror, I should actually... I've got a defensive fleet over here. We cleared the path there before. So let's just go ahead and send that over and deal with that. That's one less that we're going to have a problem with. It's nice to be this close to the enemy homeworld in terms of being able to get to it whenever we want to. But it's also meaning that the Turtle Praetorian, in addition to its Warden, can come in here and cause us problems at any time. Okay. Should be loading up and moving on now, I think, at this point.
Under attack in enemy territory.
Deal with these. We have plenty more where they came from.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Roger that.
Then in here, I want all my support fleets just to hang out this way. How are we doing? Looks like we are in place. Okay, let's hit this real quick.
I'll make it happen.
Really not much in the way of resistance left in here, and our fleet is so small we're not even triggering the guards, which is excellent. Not that bad. Still almost 500 ships. I like that as a central place to hang out, so we'll just go back. And then the next place I want to come is up here to Fort Pregnable, but we're going to wait a bit.
Moving arc to new station.
Just deal with this wave that's coming in. And you had some resistance there, but you're making your way through. Okay. There we go. No need to overcomplicate matters.
We'll be in place on schedule.
Gonna stack up on this wormhole. And in here, there is an eye, but it's the weakest type of eye, a Mark V ion. Then there's a Dire Heavy Beam Guardian, Vengeful Sniper Ray, and of course, we're going to want to eventually hit this bunker. But with the eye, there are a number of guard posts around the entrance here. So, it's got 6. But we can knock out all of these 4 right here close in this area, and then hit the eye. So I'm just going to try to brute force it. I think we have enough force to do that. Hopefully we do. We're about to find out.
Nav systems have been updated to reflect our arrival time.
Taking fire behind enemy lines.
Going now. Fire on my command.
We're just going to try to focus fire with this fleet. There's one down. There we go. Make sure we get this one. We're keeping our number of ships high pretty well. Okay. En route to seal noises. Well, we're headed that direction. That's literally like right next door from here. There's the wormhole to seal noises. So we're not worried about that. Okay. Now are we ready? Still has another guard post up here that I missed. Let's find out where they are. Nope, it's only got 2. Okay. Yep, it is vulnerable. I just miscounted. Okay, excellent. So that's going to be down. Let's knock out the sniper array. Looks like we've already gotten the Guardian. And I think we've probably done enough that we can bring in our support. Now we just clean up the rest of the mess. We are kind of on the clock, though, because of that wormhole bore. Especially because I do not actually want to go into that planet next. So I'm going to be a little bit careful with my time here. Okay.
Roger that.
And this is one of the troop accelerators that we do not want to knock out because it'll incur AI progress. But we've knocked out all this. We have 914 to clear out this planet and get into Seal Noises. Now, the reason I want to do it in that order, Seal Noises is attractive because it has a data center in it. Okay, there's that wormhole board. It also has this Shredder Guardian. If I come through this entrance, there's turrets here and guard posts. This could potentially hide underneath these. There's also the possibility that Praetorian could come in here, but only here, not in Fiasco. So I'm going to knock out Fiasco first. And the idea is the wormhole to Fiasco, these would go down quickly. And oh, the Heavy Beam Guardian escaped. We didn't actually knock it out. Oops. So that'll be in here. Potentially. But this is a much better place to enter, I think. Better chance of hitting this before it can hide under shields. And I just like this approach a lot better. So we're going to jump into here where we have a mass driver. We've got a sniper. And then where we come in here, we're going to have these turrets to deal with first. So that could be interesting. Let's bring everybody together.
En route. New pathing set.
And I want to hang the transport itself out for... Well, no, it's cloaked, so it'll be okay. I don't need to bother with that. I'm not used to having a cloaked one. These will decloak it, but they'll be firing at other items by the time that happens.
Taking fire on
So I want to focus in on these turrets quickly. Okay. Then we're going to go deal with the mass driver. I don't think I would mind having the Thanatos make sure this goes away. Alright, let's hit this Sabot. And then this guard post, just clear out these guard posts that are in the middle of the planet and causing us problems. Okay. That's definitely going to require you to help them out. Alright. That guard post is down. See if we might want to just pay some attention to this blob. They're starting to try to run. Surprisingly, I've not seen the Warden in here, and I actually was hoping I would knock them down before we hit the next planet. We're down to 7.5 minutes. Looks like we're doing this plenty quickly enough. And you're hanging out, clearing out all of those. Excellent. You're in position.
Yes, sir.
We'll, of course, use the outguard if we need to. Up to 4 and 1 there. Why not? Hit this to bow.
Take out that target.
Another guard post. And it looks like we're going to have plenty of time.
Copy that.
Just got to pound down this force field. Let's see how this battle goes. A bunch of stealth guardians, which are not... I'm not particularly concerned about them. I don't know if I'd call this battle routine, but it looks like it'll go our way, and we may not need to incur the outguard to accomplish it. Okay.
Nav systems have been updated.
Let's get maybe a little bit further away from the wormhole here. So I'm going to want to set both of you to attack and then see where it is. Yeah, you're right over here. I'm hoping you don't go under those force fields. But I'm going for you immediately and hoping we can make that happen.
On schedule.
Come on, get rid of it. Okay. You're almost dead other than your shield. So let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of the wormhole bore.
Inbound on critical planet.
Here comes Praetorian. Let's get rid of the data center. That is not going to reduce us by much. Only going to give us 3, but it's better than nothing. Okay. Now, this is all secure. I just want to put everybody on attack move and hang out in the middle. Not deal with the force field guard post or anything until we've cleared out the rest of this mess. If we can. Because this is definitely a Praetorian push. Okay, let's start hitting. Like there's a paralysis guardian there. We're still holding on okay in terms of number of ships, but I don't know how long that lasts against all these force fields. Okay, there we go. Now we broke through. Get that force field guardian. Boom, that one's on our side. Nice. Got some, you know, when you're starting to deal with Mark V guardians, I just think it's useful to make sure we have the upper hand, but this could go against us if we're not a little careful, I think. Okay. All of that's good. What kind of guardians we have down here? Well, let's just take a look at our sidebar and see what they're throwing at us. There's a lot of different kinds. Escort carrier, concussion, gravity. I'm just looking for anything particularly bad. There is another paralysis right up here. Somewhere. There it is. Just had to recognize that shape. Oh, it's... I got off my selection. Okay. Now I'm going to be pretty happy with it. Now I think we're just going to do generalize.
AI is targeting a critical piece
Maybe
of
come down this way a bit. Let's convert that again, since they decided to take our force field guardian away from us. There we go. Alright. Now I think we're clear. Time to clean up the rest of the system. We'll get rid of this CPA bunker. We can head back to Anvil. And we have another direction to clear out, but this is now one CPA bunker in each of these systems, plus our defensive fleet hit the one in Funky Horror. 4 CPA bunkers, all from the Turtle AI that we've hit in about the last less than 15 minutes. So that's a very successful run, I would say. According to our intel report, the updated count on the CPA bunkers is only 5 left. There's one on New. We're going to be heading into here in just a moment. That's a wreck on Keista 1. We also have one on Do Not Attempt and Danger Close down in this area. That is going to be a subject for later. Then the 2 for the Turtle AI are on Treachery's Base up here. And then Talent Pool right there. So we could actually hit those. We have an opportunity now to have a CPA hit with no CPA bunkers active for that AI. And we have not been able to do that yet. Now, on the other hand, getting there is going to be a bit of a bear. New has a whole bunch of turrets surrounding and in these shielded areas. And I'm not going to deal with that right away. To start out in here, I'm just going to hit this guard post, and then we'll see what happens.
taking fire on
Then we have this coming. So I'm going to see if our fleet is cleaning this up. I want them to go help out with that as well. So we have a couple of different important things going on at the moment. Okay. So I think we're done in here. And then we will send you that way. while this battle continues. Almost done. And I think we'll just generally move. Gravity Guardian shouldn't be too bad. We'll just generally move over this way. And I'll take the risk, I think, of bringing in my supports as well. And yeah, this is probably going to be a planet I think that I'm going to want to put up some bulwarks on. Let's get all of our... There we go. Get all of you out and working on those. And I don't know why you are headed over there, but I don't want you to. You come back here. And you're probably going to get crippled because you're moving a little bit too slowly. There you go. But now we have a couple of these up. That should be enough. I'll just throw up one more for fun. And let's see. You're here. I think we might have already had the attack hit, but whatever. You were there ready if it was needed. Okay. Let's continue this way. We now have the advantage in here. It's just a lot to destroy, and this is, again, not going to be particularly fun once we get in there. I want to make sure we throw everything else first. Okay. Let's hit these.
New bearings plotted.
Come on.
Begin
There we go.
firing as soon as we're in range.
It can be a bit difficult to select some of these turrets at times. Hit the bunker just in case we have problems and have to retreat. There we go. And I definitely don't want to move my flagships into this area where they're going to get shot at a lot. So I'm specifically targeting some of the turrets here just to tell everybody to move that way.
We'll take them down.
Okay, they are hitting us with some zombies here. We're doing okay, but Thanatos, you get out of there,
New bearings spotted.
or you're gonna have trouble. Nope.
Let us see if we can make this our last meeting.
There we go. We're getting some healing. Got a few more turrets over here.
On it. 10-4.
Alright, now let's see about this. All these force fields. Just got to pound them down. Force fields, tractor beams, all of that in this mess. This should be fine. And we're near that area anyway if we have to go help. Okay. Get the guard post.
The AI is targeting a critical piece of our infrastructure.
Integrity test.
Roger that.
And we have more of all of this fun. But we are just about there. Alright. Everyone loads up.
10-4.
Let's have you join the fun then. So this is just sort of the big and somewhat time-consuming roadblock. And now we want to head into Treachery's base. Let's see what's there. Okay, grenade launcher. And then overall, a bunch of Mark IV stealth. Okay. Not a hugely powerful planet, but we don't want to get too aggressive when we're going to be dealing with all of that. So
Absolutely. We are a go for that.
just pop you in there.
Under attack on enemy world.
And just gradually knock out what we can.
Fire on my command.
Okay.
Orders received.
I think this should be pretty straightforward.
Begin firing as soon as we're in range.
Another one there.
We're starting now.
Got a couple left.
Yes, sir.
I think we're good to bring in our supports, and they can tell us where the rest of the fun is.
This is not a drill, people. All hands, battle stations.
All right. So one more. And talent pool. We don't know what's in there, of course, because it's out of range, but it's only a Mark III. So I think we should be fine. We're just going to dive in head first.
Under attack in enemy territory.
Okay. Should be fine, and we were greeted by a bunch of wardens, so maybe it's not. Let's see. But I think we'll probably still be... Yeah, we're chasing away the warden now.
Nav systems have been updated to reflect our arrival time.
Here's our CPA bunker. Let's just move
Right
towards
away,
it.
sir.
I don't see a reason to hang around here. We're just going to load up and get out. We are accumulating a very healthy amount of threat,
10-4.
so that is something to be a bit concerned about. On the other hand, no bunkers for them, and we can then begin to think about, I actually might just want to push on through here into Rumpus Room and Last Call and hit these Spire Archives, or do I want to hit the CPA bunkers for the other AI first? I think we want to get the Spire Archives. I think that's going to be our next task. I'll be looking at that when we return to AI War 2. Thanks for watching, everyone. Coming back soon.